We should build an ice sculpture in front of the store that lets nobody into the store. He's like, great idea. It's losing money because I let people operate it the way they want so I could show them a year later it's not gonna work. I'm just telling you the truth. Andy, true? Thank you. Because once you prove it, then you have complete freedom. If you force it from the beginning, you don't. At scale.
They're trying to make money on it?
Yeah, of course you're trying to make money on it, but you can't make money if nobody gives a fuck. And when you think you're right versus finding right, you're vulnerable. If you manage people, letting them do the thing you absolutely don't think is right is always a good idea. Either you're gonna learn something, or B, you're gonna show them that they were wrong, which will then let you follow that right up and do it exactly how you want. There's a brain fuck for every CEO and manager. They're really bad at what I just said. Everybody. My core strength. Show me.
What about the reputation piece in proving that strategy right?
I'm willing to deal with it.
How long do you give them though?
All depends on the scale you're at. You know, when you can afford to lose $1 million on something, you do it. If you're playing at the scale I'm playing, there was times where I only had a week to give them because I could only afford to reputationally and financially lose for a week. I mean, in the earliest parts of my career, I was debating whether to put a stack of Chardonnay or Cabernet there. And I would even though I knew I was right, and I want to talk a business where I was right almost every time, I was one with Wine Library. I just sat on the fucking floor at retail for 16 hours a day watching people. Of course I was one. I knew it cold. But I'd still let Brandon Warnicki put that stack there, and then I'd make fun of him a week later, and then I put my stack there. Which is what, and they're laughing because they know it's why Brandon now blindly, like it's almost became a problem because now I'm like, Brandon, we should build an ice sculpture in front of the store that lets nobody into the store. He's like, great idea. Because it was like, it just was this consistent decade of that, and when the score's 149-2, you kind of go with it, You
obviously wouldn't do that with someone you don't plan to have around long term, right? Or
the second I hire you, I plan to have you forever.
or for someone you knew you were going to move on?
Correct. If I know somebody's dead man walking, I wouldn't do that. Sometimes I leave people dead man walking to see how other people react to it. I'm talking about scale now, right? Like this is where this weird shit comes in. Like you're gonna be scaling. Like you can't be everywhere. So one of the ways you know something is if you leave somebody who's cancer and you're all about culture and you see how the 13 people that touch that person actually act. I'm doing so many weird things at once.
What do you do with that data then? With the 13 people? How they act? How do you
Make decisions about their careers. If Sally's poison and Carol's like, yeah, this place blows, cool, I understand that. If she says, go speak to Gary, then I know that. Like, data. Sometimes you lose. We lost a really good employee in media recently. I didn't hold my breath perfectly enough. But the net always wins. There's always gonna be collateral losses. And when it was about to merge, as they know, like it trumped everything I was doing in an important week, and I was on the phone with them multiple times. Didn't work, it's okay. Lower tier. So I'll try to fix, you don't wanna lose, even micro losses, but that 25 minutes I spent there is far less than what I would have spent to manage everything perfectly, That's why people have small businesses. They want the control to feed their ego that they're right. In their own little kingdom of smallness.